All right. Good morning, man. Have you ever heard that quote? And I believe this was by Dwayne from Dry Creek Wrangler School. But he said there is 10 times more going on inside the head of a man than you could possibly imagine. There's so much going on inside the head of a man, 24/7, 365. It's like you're always pushing on the accelerator, even when you try to kind of take your mind off it. Like, I noticed that during times of prayer or times of meditation, I'm able to take my foot off the accelerator a bit, but even so, the vehicle's still moving, and it's still moving pretty fast. And even so, it's not long till after to where the accelerator gets pushed all the way down again. That's just how our heads roll, man. And I'm telling you, this is why that we thrive on having a good girl and not a girl who causes all kinds of drama and unnecessary BS in our lives. This is why we thrive off of those group of friends where you could just go out and crack stupid jokes and act stupid with, right? And just laugh at each other over the dumbest things with, man. This is why we thrive off of those things, because it's zero drama. It's nothing extra to be added to already what the heck is going on in our minds all the time. And notice how I didn't say, right? Notice how it wasn't said that there's 10 times more going on inside the head of a boy or a man-child or, an immature guy, right? No, inside the head of a man. And this is why us men, again, we thrive off of having the good girls who are by our side, like a girlfriend who actually is loyal to us, who has our back, doesn't cause all this kind of drama, like going out and wearing inappropriate clothes at midnight and clubbing it up till 3 a.m. You're just a good, and again, she's not going to be perfect, because no one's perfect, man. Even the best girl you can find, you're still going to have fights and arguments with. You guys are still going to do stupid things that you shouldn't do because we're human. But I'm talking about just the overall picture. A good girl who's loyal to us, who has our back, who's there for us the same way that we're going to be there for her, right? The same way that we're going to be loyal to her and have her back. A good girl who doesn't cause all kinds of unnecessary drama, who doesn't go around flirting with other guys, not knowing if she's cheating on you or not. That's the thing, man, that's the kind of girl that you want to find. And the kind of friends that you want to find, again, are the friends that, you guys are loyal, you guys have each other's back, you guys can get in arguments and fights, but also make up and, not be immature about it. But just a group of friends where you can just go out and have a good time, man. Stress-free, drama-free. They're not causing problems. They're not trying to bring you down. They're not ditching you or running away or making, really making fun of you. You guys are gonna make fun of each other because, we're guys. But I'm talking about actually just bullying you and pushing you away and ditching you, stuff like that, right? No. Or the kind of friends that'll only hang out with you if you do exactly what they want and they laugh at your goals and dreams. No. No. The real friends are always going to have your back. You're always going to have their back. You guys can just go out together and just have a fun time. You guys can act stupid, just crack stupid jokes and laugh at the stupidest things. I'm not talking about acting mature and cause public nuisance or whatever, or be a public nuisance. But I'm talking about just you guys can be stupid, make stupid faces or make stupid noises and laugh at it. Me and a couple of my buddies just went out last night to a baseball game, man. So much fun, so stress-free, bro. And we're the kind of boys that we got each other's back. Hey, we make fun of each other, we crack jokes with each other, but in the end, we support each other, we got each other's backs, right? We vent to each other about, whatever kind of hard things are going on in our lives, if we need someone to vent to. But then overall, we just focus on having a good time, man. We'll crack stupid jokes and laugh at the stupidest things and just laugh our butts off and sometimes make stupid noises and just you know what I mean? I hope you do, because it is those kind of friends that us men need. And why? Because it's drama free, it's stress free, it's nothing more to add on to the entire war that's already going on up here 24/7. Because I'm telling you, man, given that us men already have an entire war going on up here 24/7, given that us men like our brains are constantly pushing on the accelerator. We can't handle, like we can't add more to that than what there already is. And if you try to, it may last for a little while, but eventually the engine's gonna blow. Eventually the car's gonna die on you, man. So, you know, the kind of friends, the kind of girl that we need, man, are just, they gotta be drama and stress-free. And I don't mean exactly like the second that they cause one piece of drama, then like that's it, like I'm done with them. No, because there's always gonna be some kind of drama with something, you know, like even if you and your girlfriend get in a fight, okay, that's considered drama, right? But I'm talking about unnecessary drama. Like, because they're the kind of girls, respectfully, that either cause unnecessary drama, like again, they're flirting with other guys and then getting mad at you when you try to point it out. They're going out at midnight, dressed inappropriately, going to clubs and stuff till 3 a.m. You're wondering if she's even like cheating on you and stuff like that. She doesn't give you attention. She's not texting you like all week and just like, but yet she'll easily text her other friends and stuff. She'll get mad at you for the littlest, stupidest things possible, but yet she'll hang out with other guys, no problem, no anger at them whatsoever. Just like stuff like that, man. Stuff like that, you know. Or just like you guys get in a fight, and instead of you guys talking it out and trying to attack the problem, she starts attacking you, or she starts ignoring you for days on end. Trust me, I've been through like all this, man. It's terrible. But it's just unnecessary drama. It's unnecessary drama. There's always going to be drama in a relationship or in friendships, right? The real ones, though, you guys will go through that drama together and kind of tackle it together, if that makes sense. The ones that shouldn't be around are the kind that bring upon all the drama, and it's unnecessary. Like, there's no reason for it. They're just bringing it upon, like it's just stupid, unnecessary drama that doesn't need to be brought upon, and it stresses you out, and they're the cause of it, right? Like, it's not like you two got in a fight, or you two, or like you and like your friends like got in an argument or something. No, it's like they're bringing upon the drama, and that's it. Like, they're just bringing upon all this unnecessary drama, and it's stuff that like gives you headaches, keeps you up at night, stuff like that, right? You need the kind of girl that's not going to bring upon that unnecessary drama, where you guys can work together and like work together with each other and be loyal to each other, all that good stuff, right? You know, even if she makes mistakes and screws up just like you will, but like at the end of the day, you guys have each other's backs. You guys are real with each other. You guys don't cause unnecessary drama with each other. You know, the kind of girl who's just an overall good girl, man. And then again, the kind of friends where you guys can just go hang out and have a good time. You know, you don't gotta bring upon all this unnecessary drama. Sure, you guys can vent about your frustrations. Sure, you guys can like, you guys can make stupid noises, or you guys might get in fights or make mistakes, whatever. But I'm talking about, again, you guys tackle that drama together, right? You guys stick with each other in the end. You guys talk about it, right? Keep moving forward together. But if they're just bringing upon all this unnecessary drama in your life, I'm telling you, even if they're fun to be around, because sometimes those unnecessary drama people can actually be fun to be around, believe it or not, but they're only fun for a little bit. I'm telling you, it's only fun for a little bit, and then what happens is that they start to bring upon more and more of it over time, and then boom, eventually your engine's gonna blow. So don't let it get to that point where your engine blows or your computer system dies out, however you want to refer to it. You know, if you're gonna have a girlfriend or hang around girls, make sure they're like just overall good girls, right? Again, not perfect. No one's gonna be perfect, but I'm talking about overall. No unnecessary drama that keeps you up at night and gives you a headache. If you're gonna hang out with some friends, man, hey, find the friends that you know you guys got each other's backs. You guys are with each other. They're not giving you headaches. They're not keeping you up at night. They're not pissing you off 24/7. Stuff like that, right? Because we already got so much going on up in here. It's unbelievable. 24/7. We cannot add extra pressure to that. Otherwise, engine's gonna blow, man. Don't allow that to happen to yourself. That's why over the years I've become very picky who I decide to hang around. And again, I'm not looking for perfection at all. I'm just looking for just no unnecessary drama, man. Just go out, have a good time, go home smiling, right? It's as simple as that. Yet so many people don't like the simple stuff anymore. You know, they just, it's kind of sad. But I've been very picky who I hang out with. I've even found it better to spend a lot of time alone. But at the same time, again, understanding that no one's perfect either. But at the same time, I'm not going to keep around unnecessary drama that gives me headaches, that keeps me up at night, that ticks me off all the time. I'm not going to keep that around. It's just not healthy. I'll pray the best for them, and I hope the best for them, absolutely. You know, God tells us to pray the best for everyone. You know, love everyone. But we also shouldn't hang around everyone either. You know, even God says bad company corrupts good character. You know, so it doesn't mean you got to hang around everyone either. Be very, very careful, even picky about who you decide to hang around, because you can't let this engine blow, man. I'm telling you, it never ends up well. But at the end of the day, man, hey, pray for others, love others as much as you can, and just keep the good ones around, man. And keep meeting people, keep finding people. The right girl will come along at the right time, and the right group of friends will come around at the right time too. And if you got to spend some time alone, hey, make the most of it, man. Go hit the gym up, go do your workouts, you know, go on walks, go on runs, go spend some time in prayer, go get outside more, go like have some of your own goals, even if it's like some of your own goals, like I want to be a better boxer, you know, I want to be a better cold trainer, I want to do this with my life. Like, hey, your alone time is the best time you're ever going to get to go after your own goals and dreams. That's the best time you're ever going to get. So use it to your advantage. But also, hey, you know, get out, meet some people as well in your free time in the meantime, and yeah, keep the right people around. Keep your distance from the wrong ones. It'll do you good in the end, man, I'm telling you. I've had to learn the hard way so many times with girls and with friends. If I can prevent anyone from learning the hard way, I will. So yeah, be picky, but don't look for perfection. And at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, we know in our hearts, deep down inside, who the real ones are and who are not, and who are the ones that we should keep around and who are the ones that we should keep our distance from. We know deep down inside. So you just got to listen to that gut feeling sometimes, and yeah, be cautious. And I'm telling you, it works out for the best. But hey, why do you think I enjoy recording videos so much? You know, it's a good thing to do in my free time. Good time to get on here and talk about things I've learned and in my life, and then kind of just keep my own workout progress. You know, kind of show some little adventures. I can look back on this years from now and be like, oh yeah, I remember that day, or I remember this, or that's pretty cool, or wow, I've transformed so much. You know, so I just I like the idea of doing it. You know, but I also have that alone time, that free time to be able to do it. You know, of course I still hang out with people, but I'm not hanging out 24/7 like I used to, because 24/7 when I was hanging out with people, it's because I kept all the drama people around, unnecessary drama people. Ever since I've kept my distance and kept just the real ones around, which are only a few, but that's how it's going to turn out. The real ones are going to be very few, but very real. You get the best of both worlds, the best of the alone time and the best of actually hanging out with good people, right? You're making the most of your time, making the most of your life. It just works out. Anyway, speaking of working out, my generous family member, I'll say, had offered to drive me up to the gym, as he's going to go himself. So yeah, of course, as long as this plan still sticks, later on after I'm done working today, we'll be able to get in a good old gym workout and hopefully hear back about my car today. So guess we'll have to see what happens. But the goal is by next week, you know, either have my car back or have like a used car or something. Whatever the heck has to happen. In the words of Obi-Wan, I will do what I must. But yeah, still gotta wait to hear back about my car anyway. But in the meantime, hey, family member sticks to their word. You know, I get off of work on time. We're hitting the gym, man. So you'll find out. I'll be finding out in about 10 hours, 11 hours or so what I'm gonna be doing. But you'll be finding out in a few seconds. So I will see you then. Well, a good arm day, I would say pretty good. Could have, of course, been better, but my sleep the past few nights just hasn't been on point. So definitely felt that working out today. But I mean, nonetheless, still just pushed my hardest, did the best I could, and that's what counts in the end. Of course, you didn't see the full thing, but you saw a good chunk of it, which is what really matters. But yeah. So that being said, don't know based on like my whole car situation if I'll be able to have a ride to do legs at the gym tomorrow, or if I'll just do a I guess body weight version. But yeah, I guess that surprise I'll be waiting for tomorrow. But even if you get a bad sleep at night, hey, you could still push through it, man. You know, you can still push through it. Doesn't mean you're going to have the best workout. Your workout might be a lot worse than usual, but as long as you're pushing your best, man, and giving it your all, like that's what counts. If you give it your all, you've given it all you can give, which in the end is what really matters. So that being said, even if you're really tired, feeling really weak, not even feeling well, I'm telling you, hitting up a workout is always good. I mean, it's always good to keep yourself physically active. Yes, of course, if you're feeling sick or, you know, not like you haven't gotten a lot of sleep in the past few nights, or, you know, not well rested, of course, rest is important. But it doesn't have to turn into laziness either, you know. It doesn't have to turn into sit on the couch all day and hope for the best, you know. It could turn into sit on the couch for a little bit, lay down, take a nap, get some good rest, absolutely, because rest is just as important as actually doing the work. I mean, heck, even God, you know, tells man to take rest. Even God tells us that we all need our rest, right? So rest is as important as the work itself, as long as you keep the balance between the two. Too much rest becomes laziness, and too much hard work becomes like, I don't know, overworking yourself. You know, which, yeah, it's good to be obsessed with what you're doing, but not so obsessed to the point to where you neglect everything else too and overwork yourself. But hey, bottom line, you know, make sure you're getting your rest, absolutely. But even on the tired, sick, lazy days, still make sure that you're getting in physical activity, because in the end, you're going to regret not getting it in if you don't get it in. And at the end, it's still going to do you good. Again, your workout's not going to be as great if you haven't gotten good sleep, or if you've, you know, if you're just not well rested, or if you're sick, it's not going to be as great, but it's still better than nothing. That's just that. That is just that. Because at the end of the day, hey, you know, I was offered to have a ride up to here. I'm grateful I decided to go, even though I've just felt completely burnt the past few days between my 10-hour work shifts and this whole car headache. And yeah, I went to a White Sox game last night, but you know what? I got to clear my mind a little bit, you know what? And I'm not going to pass up a chance to hang out, you know, with my boys too as well. You know, I still, you know, it's just been a heck of a week. As long as you're getting in the work, putting your priorities where they belong, that's what matters, man. That's what matters. And I still did like a little workout yesterday, just didn't like record it. You know, I was still physically active during the day, as much as I could be. So, you know what, bottom line is that, hey, sometimes you just got to go with the flow of life, but just getting in the workout the best and the most that you can, that's the type of stuff that's going to come back and do you good in the end. So yeah, even on the hard and tired and restless days, still getting some kind of workout. Otherwise, I'm telling you, you're going to regret not doing it at the end of the day. But it's also not going to be the greatest either. Just give it your all. And then, hey, also make sure that you're recovering as well. That's honestly, these are the kind of things that have helped me through it. So not overdoing it, but also not underdoing it either. You know, having that good balance. Underdoing it turns to laziness, you know, especially if you don't even try. Then it turns to regret underdoing it. But overdoing it turns into overworking yourself. And then it also turns into regret when you start neglecting the other things in your life. So having that good balance, I'm telling you, it's necessary. Anyway, all right, I'm going to show you some clips from the White Sox game I went to last night. Amazing, beautiful scenery, just absolutely gorgeous. And then I'll see you for a Bible reading. So see you then. Dude, tell me this ain't beautiful, man. That's amazing.
Do you guys want a picture together?
Throw your phone up and catch it.
Throw the phone up and catch it. How much to do that?
You get a brand new car.
Let's do it. That's so nice. I feel like a king up here, man. One more good shot. Oh my goodness. That's an awesome shot, bro. Nice. I've never seen like a moon. I mean, it's not the clearest view on my phone, but wow, that's awesome. Looks like some kind of Star Wars thing. Man, right when I thought I was getting one last shot. Wow, that's awesome. All right, considering it's getting pretty darn late and I haven't really found a good place to sit, like, you know, where I could just kind of be alone at. There's people out, it's summer, it's understandable, you know, nothing but respect to them, but I am just going to, but instead of standing and reading kind of like from where we left off at Luke 6, I'm just going to read, because I saw this thing that said, you know, look at your age and then flip to that Psalm in the Bible and read it and see what God has to say to you. I thought that was pretty cool, so I'm like, hey, what the heck, I'll do it, right? So I'm at Psalm 23, and I'll just read that and go from there, right? Because even if you're not 23, hey, maybe this speaks to you. And whatever age you are, hey, try it for yourself. It's actually pretty cool. So here we go. A Psalm of David. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. I love it, man. I love it. And what I like about the Psalms, too, is that they're kind of like nice, short, yet very full of meaning, right? I like that. They're nice, kind of short, but very full of meaning. I think that's really cool. So, yeah, absolutely. You know, no matter if I walk through the darkest valley, hey, you know, God's going to be with us. You know, even if you walk through the darkest valley, God's going to be with us. His light will shine. He's just going to be there with us, man. So no matter how dark of a valley you walk through, hey, even though it's hard to maybe notice God in the midst of all the darkness, don't forget that he is there and he is with you. Even if it doesn't feel like it, even if, you know, you feel kind of like you feel down or you feel angry or ticked off, frustrated, whatever it may be that is your darkest valley, do remember that God's always there with you, man. So hey, don't forget that. You know, speak to him, walk with him, know that you ain't alone, even if you feel like it. So don't ever forget that. And I'll tell you, I definitely needed that one, you know, at least lately. But yeah, I'm telling you, even when I walk through the darkest valley, man, there's a lot of times where it's been hard to put a smile on my face, especially over the past, you know, couple of days. It's definitely been hard to put a smile on my face, but you know, when I do, a lot of times it's because I remember God's there and that there's always hope out there. He's going to make it all work out in the end, even if I don't see it now. Just as Jesus says, you do not understand now what I'm doing, but someday you will. So don't ever let the darkness make you forget his ultimate truth. Don't ever let the lies that you or your frustration or your anxiety may tell you in the midst of your darkness, the lies that your anxiety tells you, like, oh man, what if everything fails and what if everything goes wrong and what if it never works out, stuff like that, right? Don't ever let your anxiety's lies or deep potential thoughts, don't ever let them overtake God's truth, because in the end, hey, you know, no matter how dark or light your life is, no matter how dark the valley you're walking through is, God's truth withstands, and it's the ultimate truth. You know, so don't ever forget God and his truth, because that's what matters in the end, right? Anyway, this being said, this has been it for today. So let's go become the great men that God has made us to be. And I'll see you tomorrow to continue becoming better for 1,000 days. All right, peace.